It's Sunday, August 5th, 1945. In the Japanese city of Hiroshima, 345,000 people wake up to a hot summer morning. The war is going badly, but today feels almost peaceful. No air raid sirens, no bombs falling, children play in the streets. Families prepare for another week of wartime, rationing, and work. No one knows that in less than 24 hours, 80,000 of them will be dead. Vaporized, burned, crushed, killed by a weapon the world has never seen. 6,000 miles away, on a Pacific island called Tinian, American soldiers are loading a 4-ton uranium bomb into a Silver B-29 bomber named after the pilot's mother. They call the bomb Little Boy. Tomorrow morning at 8:15 a.m., it will explode 600 meters above Hiroshima's city center with a force of 15,000 tons of TNT. But right now, the sun is setting over the Seto Inland Sea. Let's walk through the last normal day. Hiroshima sits on a river delta, surrounded by mountains on 3 sides and open to the sea. 7 rivers flow through the city, crossed by dozens of bridges. It's a city of wood and paper, traditional Japanese houses with sliding doors and tatami floors. Beautiful and flammable. By 1945, Hiroshima's population has swelled with soldiers and military personnel. The city serves as headquarters for Japan's Second Army and a major embarkation port for troops heading to the Pacific. But unlike Tokyo, Osaka, and 64 other Japanese cities, Hiroshima has been spared from American firebombing. The residents don't know why. Some believe it's because many Hiroshima natives emigrated to America. Others whisper that the Americans are saving the city for something special. They're right. They just don't know what. On this Sunday morning, life continues despite the war. Women in kimonos walk to the temples. Old men tend small vegetable gardens, growing what little food they can. The sweet potato has become the staple. Rice is scarce now. The children of Hiroshima are not in school today. It's summer. But tomorrow, Monday, thousands of them will report for war duty. Japan has mobilized everyone, including children as young as 11. Their task, demolishing wooden buildings to create fire breaks across the city. If American bombers come with incendiary weapons, these gaps might stop the fires from spreading. The work is exhausting. Children tear down houses with their bare hands, clear debris, carry wood. Many have blistered palms and sunburned skin. A 13-year-old girl named Yoko Moriwaki writes in her diary on this final Sunday. She notes the weather, her chores, her studies. She writes that tomorrow she will work hard at the demolition site. It's her last diary entry. Tomorrow at 8:15 a.m., she will be 800 meters from the Hypo Center, helping tear down a building. She will never be found. Thousands of children like Yoko will be outdoors, in the open, working in the city center when the bomb falls. They will have no shelter, no warning, no chance. The afternoon heat is oppressive. Temperatures climb above 30 degrees Celsius. Families retreat indoors, seeking shade. Some walk to the rivers to cool off. Children splash in the shallow water near Aoi Bridge, the distinctive T-shaped bridge that American bombardiers have already selected as their aiming point. At the Hiroshima Prefectural Industrial Promotion Hall, workers finish their Sunday duties. The building's distinctive dome rises above the surrounding structures. In less than 24 hours, it will be the only structure left standing near ground zero, gutted, skeletal, but upright. It will become the most famous ruin in the world. If you're enjoying this reconstruction of history, consider subscribing. We're rebuilding the past, one last day at a time. In military headquarters, officers plan for the war's
Division to the southern shores
They
by
don't
the end
know
of the
that
week.
Japan's leadership is already secretly debating surrender. The atomic bomb will make that debate irrelevant. As the sun sets, families gather for their evening meal. Rice mixed with barley, pickled vegetables, perhaps a small piece of fish. Conversation turns to the war, to absent fathers and brothers, to hopes that maybe, somehow, the fighting will end soon. It will, but not in the way anyone expects. Night falls over the city. The blackout is enforced strictly. No lights that might guide American bombers. Families sit in darkness or by the dim glow of a single candle. The summer heat makes sleep difficult. In the hospitals, nurses tend to wounded soldiers evacuated from the Pacific Front. The Shima Surgical Clinic sits at the heart of the city. Tomorrow at 8:15 a.m., the atomic bomb will detonate almost directly above it. The building and everyone inside will be instantly vaporized. At Hiroshima Castle, built in 1589, soldiers of the Second Army sleep in barracks within the ancient walls. The castle has survived 356 years. It has 12 hours left. Across the city, people dream. A mother dreams of her son fighting somewhere in the Pacific. A child dreams of playing with friends. An old man dreams of the Hiroshima he knew before the war. None of them know that they're dreaming their last dreams in a city that will exist for only a few more hours. The night is quiet. No sirens, no distant rumble of bombers. Just the sound of summer insects and the gentle flow of the Seven Rivers. 6,000 miles southeast, on the island of Tinian in the Mariana Islands, it's already Monday afternoon. The time difference means Hiroshima's Sunday night is Tinian's Monday. In a heavily guarded compound, the components of Little Boy have been assembled. The bomb is 3 meters long, weighing 4,400 kilograms. Inside, 64 kilograms of enriched uranium wait to achieve critical mass. It's the first uranium bomb ever built. There has been no test. The scientists are confident it will work. At 2:45 a.m. Tinian time, which will be 1:45 a.m. in Hiroshima on Monday, a Silver B-29 named Enola Gay will lift off from Northfield Runway. The pilot is Colonel Paul Tibbets, 30 years old. He named the plane after his mother. The crew of 12 knows they're carrying something special, but most don't know exactly what. They've trained for months dropping single heavy bombs, practicing sharp turns to escape a blast radius they don't understand. The weather report for Hiroshima is favorable. Clear skies expected. It's now past midnight in Hiroshima. August 6th has begun, though the city doesn't know it yet. In 8 hours, everything will change. In their homes, children sleep with their work clothes laid out for morning. They'll be at the demolition sites by 8 a.m. 15 minutes later, they'll be dead. At the 8LI bridge, the T-shaped structure that will serve as the aiming point, a night watchman makes his rounds. The bridge is quiet. In 8 hours, people crossing this bridge will be flash burned to shadows on the pavement. At the Bank of Japan's Hiroshima branch, one of the city's sturdiest buildings, night staff prepare for Monday's business. They've spent Sunday afternoon tearing down an adjacent wooden building as a fire break. The stone bank will survive the blast. Most of its employees will not. The first hint of dawn appears over the mountains. August 6th arrives in Hiroshima with clear skies and the promise of another hot summer day. People will begin stirring soon. Workers will eat breakfast and head to factories. Children will gather their tools and walk to demolition sites. Housewives will start laundry. Soldiers will begin morning drills. By 7 a.m., the air raid siren will sound briefly, a single American reconnaissance plane passing overhead. The all-clear will come at 7:31 a.m. People will shrug. Just another weather plane, they'll say. Nothing to worry about. 44 minutes later, the Enola Gay will appear in the clear blue sky. The atomic bomb exploded at 8:15 a.m. on August 6, 1945, 600 meters above Shima Surgical Clinic. In 1/millionth of a second, the temperature at ground zero reached 4,000 degrees Celsius, nearly as hot as the surface of the sun. People within 500 meters were vaporized instantly, leaving only shadows burned into stone. Within 1 kilometer, bodies caught fire where they stood. The blast wave traveled at 1,000 kilometers per hour, crushing wooden buildings like paper. By the end of 1945, between 90,000 and 140,000 people were dead. Survivors would suffer radiation sickness, cancer, and genetic damage for generations. The children at the demolition sites, thousands of them, working outdoors with no protection, were among the first to die. Some disasters announce themselves. Earthquakes shake, storms build, But the atomic bomb arrived in silence, a flash of light brighter than anything humans had ever created, followed by a sound that survivors described as the end of the world. The people of Hiroshima felt nothing until it was too late. They saw nothing until the sky turned white. They knew nothing until their city ceased to exist. This was the last normal day. No one knew it. No one ever does. History is full of last normal days. Subscribe so you never miss one. Here's what I keep thinking about. The children of Hiroshima laid out their work clothes the night before. They set their alarms. They made plans for tomorrow, just like we all do every single night. If you knew tomorrow would change everything, what would you do differently tonight? Tell me in the comments. I read every single one. Until the next video.